Hey everyone, how is everyone doing on this actually Monday night? As we speak, when we speak the truth. Um, how is everyone doing? How was your weekend, huh? I hope you were not abducted by the aliens, or am I repeating myself? I don't think so. Although, what's the movie that I watched? Oh shit! Yesterday at my sister's place, I watched Galaxy Quest. Fucking Galaxy Quest. It's a fucking amazing movie, and I recommend everybody to watch that movie from 1987. Did I read myself again? Maybe I'm repeating myself. But in any case, so you know what happened today? Did you guys know that? Huh? I'm doing this podcast on Monday because yesterday I was at my sister's place and I did some cooking and all that. And then I had a bad date last night, to be honest with you. But anyway, so whatever. Who cares? Yeah, so what was really amazing today was total solar eclipse. Can you believe that's total solar eclipse? Well, it didn't happen totally in New York, but along the middle America, all the way to Oregon, it was like completely dark for a minute. I did see. You know what? I made a mistake. I made a mistake of not buying the glasses. Oh man. So me and my engineers were trying to see the solar eclipse to see where we were. So apparently New York had like 70%. 70% of the sun was covered by the moon. Right? So the solar eclipse, I think I said that before. Solar eclipse. Eclipse is when moon comes in between the Earth, where we are, the observers, and the sun. So that means that we can't see. You can't see the sun. That's what happened. That's what happened. And this happened in 70 something years. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And apparently, there's another one that actually is happening in 7 years, in 2024. Can you do that? In any case, so, but I did see it because there was a lady in my office building, because we are the penthouse. My office is in the penthouse, so you could walk out with the roof. And there was a lady who was actually who had the glasses in, when it was like 25%. She would give us her, she would lend her glasses to us, and then we would take a look at that, and then I could see the yellow sun, and then like the crescent of the sun is gone. It's because it's behind it's behind the moon. So the moon is moving in, where it's going to block the sun. And Oregon and all these other places, Missouri, whatever the fuck it was, people actually saw the total darkness. And when it's total darkness, when it's 100% darkness, then you can see, you can look at the sun with your naked eye, but you can't if it's not total darkness. Oh, the other fucking amazing point I wanted to make about the solar eclipse was that you could see, even in the partial, you could see the International Space Station moving around the Earth. You could see, and the other satellites too, other bigger satellites, you could see them. That was fucking cool, man. That was so fucking cool. And there you go. You should show all this to the people who don't believe Earth is not round. Whatever. I don't want to. I don't want to get into that fucking topic, dude. That's like I'm above and beyond that. What else? What else? Yeah. So this was fucking cool. Solar eclipse was a total solar eclipse, and NASA had set up these shops everywhere were in the path of the solar eclipse throughout the United States. And that was fucking amazing, dude. That was fucking amazing. What? So you have to listen to these astrophysicists, and I'm pretty sure they have to say a lot. But think about it this way: isn't it fucking amazing? Isn't it fucking amazing that we as human beings, have made such a great progress in the last 100 years, 200 years, to a point where we can predict when the sun is going to be behind the moon, so you fucks can understand what the fuck just happened. Just imagine, like 100 years ago, if this shit was happening, and people would be like fucking superstitious. It's like, oh shit, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck was that? In the middle of the fucking day? The sun is gone. So what the fuck happened? Oh yeah, there was Zeus, and he was like fucking, what the fuck, the myth, all the other myths were. They didn't want you to see the sun because apparently you don't deserve it. Or what the fuck, the superstition? I mean, I'm glad, you know what it is? I'm glad that science happened on this planet, to be honest with you. Like, if science wasn't there, and people weren't actually into science and discovery and all that, we would have been fucking, like, very, in a backward, fucking, like a monkey tribe or some beasts fucking fighting each other. Well, I mean, we still fight each other, and science. And some people say that, well, okay, we're still fighting. Why is the science not helping us? Well, the science, don't blame the science. Don't blame the science. It's like, using a computer for pornography. Did I say that right? Pornography. Well, I mean, I don't judge people on what the fuck they do, but I guess a little more relevant to their point is that you can use the technology for bad reasons, for bad intentions, and don't blame the technology. Don't fucking blame the technology and the science. And that's exactly why I'm kind of not happy with the human civilization that they. Maybe I'm jumping the gun when I say that. Hey, you fucks are still fighting in 21st century. But I guess they will always be fighting. They will always be fighting. There will always be fucking stupid people, fucking ignorant people. And this will always go on and on. That's exactly why I keep saying that we have to leave the cradle of Earth at some point in time to explore, because we're explorers. Fuck this, dude. Fuck this. What else? Oh yeah, so 2 days I'm in Colorado. I got the fucking Airbnb, I got my car lined up. And I'm actually staying in Denver for one night on the 24th because I couldn't find an Airbnb for the whole duration. So I'm staying in one Airbnb on the 24th. And in Denver actually. I wanted to stay in Denver for like one day. And then I'm going to drive to Boulder, and I'm going to drive up there, and I'm just going to fucking chill out, man. I'm just going to fucking chill out. That's what it is. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to chill out. I'm going to work, and I'm going to just chill out. I'm going to hike. I'm going to do a lot of hiking. Oh, shit, man. I got to do fucking baking. And there's a lot of shit going on in my life, including work and, all that, Yeah, and I bought a ticket for my sister. She's coming from Germany. Actually, she went to Sweden first because my brother and his family, they live there. So she wants to go to Sweden and spend some time with them because obviously, she loves to be around her niece and her nephew. And so I bought her a ticket, and she's coming here in New York on September 11th. So. Well, that's not a good day to be fucking flying, right? Is that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't give a shit. She actually chose the date, so that's what it is. What else? What else, you fucks? What's going on? Huh? Monday night? You can't do fucking anything Monday night, dude. Just be home, chill the fuck out, Watch a fucking movie. If you're a girlfriend, if you have a wife, even if you don't, just don't be a fucking couch potato, and don't be a fucking, like, some guy who's drinking beers and watching fucking, some cheap TV, like Dr. Phil, all those fucking bullshit, you know. Yeah, I judge people. I have to judge people. You know why? Because there's a difference between living a life and living a life that's that's not it's not healthy. It's not fucking healthy. Last time I made a video, I kind of got worked up as to what happened in Charlottesville. I don't want to discuss that too much. I don't give a fucking shit, to be honest with you. I don't give a fucking shit. But I guess that event actually did make me make that video, and all I want to say is that, man, you have to live above, or woman, you have to live above all this bullshit, You have to just fucking live above all this. Just think of this whole thing with Antifa and the new fucking Nazis, white supremacists. Think of them as ants. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. That's what I feel like. Fuck that dude. What else? I don't have a lot of news on what's happening in space travel. I'm pretty sure a lot of shit's happening in terms of the way to actually travel into the space. And the way to travel into the space, I think I said that last time in my video, that movies actually do predict. Movies do predict the future of technology, and somehow there's a connection between the movies and the artists and the film people and the directors, and they have a vision, or the writers, whatever the fuck is. And I think they get their visions from some sort of a futuristic civilization. But the problem is that the actual technology, for example, the actual technology, I want to finish my sentence first before I can say another sentence, to make it look like I'm a decent, talker. To say that we don't have the means actually to do what the movies predict and the technology that the movies have. So what does that mean? I think that means that the human imagination is far-fetched into the future. Far-stretched or fetched, what the fuck it is. What's the proper word? Guys, girls, ladies, gents, and every other gender in between. What's the proper word? Far-fetched is our imagination of the movies and the freaking lake of technology that we can only imagine. We can only fucking imagine. But the technology is not there. Is that, I think it's far-sketched. Oh shit, I just invented a term. Far-sketched. Don't sketch it too far, man, because if you sketch it too far, these human beings are going to be shocked and awe of watching the movie, and they'll be like, oh shit, what? Did this happen? Is this something that can happen? Is this going to happen? If it does, then what the fuck am I going to do? Well, nothing. You're gonna do nothing. Okay, you're not gonna do anything. You're not gonna do anything because you are not going to be. First of all, you'll be dead by this time. Like in 100 years. Think about it this way. In 100 years, everybody who's alive on this planet would be dead. Everybody. Like a fucking 6 billion people will be dead in 100 years. Nobody will be there. unless we come up with a technology or people are living beyond their 100th anniversary, which I don't think I would want to live, to be honest with you. What the fuck, dude? My body would be fucking disintegrated. I'll be in fucking pain. Because human body, after all, is a biological machine. Biological machine to perfection of the DNA. Yeah, because we make all these moves and we make all these, we walk, we climb, our heart pumps blood into our fucking veins, into the brain, and the brain is the machine which thinks and which actually fucking controls the body and all that. So I think somehow we are intelligent because we are intelligent in our biological machinery. Now, I don't want to get into what's mind and what's brain, because that's a philosophical question that everybody has been always asking. Many people, you ask me, I don't want to bullshit that I know a lot of people, I read a lot of people, but it doesn't fucking matter if I know or if I read or if I have not read, but it's the truth. The truth is that we don't know what's the difference between, well, I mean, okay, I could say that the mind is the software and the brain is the hardware, just like a computer, which does all kinds of tasks and all that. But I guess our the human brain is more than that. Yes, there are electrical charges. It can alter your perception. All that. It's very easy to understand that when you understand the chemistry and mind-altering, techniques, including drugs and all that bullshit. But my point is that we have evolved. Human beings have evolved to a point where I think we should actually discover something. I think we should discover something more than. I think we should discover something more than fucking just being on this fucking planet, just living our lives, making money or not making money, or being homeless, or being fucking retards, or fucking, intelligent astro, whatever the fuck it is, including everything else in between. So, to that, I think I have 2 points to make. One of them is that we haven't left the cradle of this civilization, which is Earth, because of our lack of technology, partly because of our lack of strong will. Now, again, I don't want to repeat myself. Maybe I'm repeating myself that. The reason why we haven't left, despite the need. Well, actually, there's no. Well, is there a need to actually leave this planet? Some people actually feel that way. Can you do that? Some people do, because not some people, but many people do. Not to leave, but. Just explore, just fucking explore, because now as we move forward with understanding the universe that we are living in, the first question that comes to our mind as human beings is, why the fuck are we alone? Why the fuck are we alone? I think I said this, and I don't want to repeat myself. I don't want to fucking repeat myself. We have been exploring, and we have the telescopes up in the fucking space to actually find and see if there are other planets called exoplanets, which might have life. Now, The astrophysicists, the astrobiologists, and all that, they are at the forefront of all this, including SETI. SETI is the search for extra terrestrial intelligence. They are waiting for a signal to come from the aliens, from another intelligent being who actually had the means to travel this far to come to Earth. But I don't know. I don't want to sound like an astrophysicist. I'm not an astrophysicist. I'm just an engineer. So if you ask me, I don't want to ask a lot of questions. The only question I would have is, okay, listen, forget why the aliens are not contacting us. Okay, forget that question. I think SETI is a waste of time. I'm telling you right now. I think SETI is a waste of time. SETI, search for extraterrestrial intelligence, is a waste of time because nobody is going to contact us. I'm sure, at least for the next 100 years, they're not going to contact. Nobody's going to contact us. The reason I'm saying that is because we are not ready in terms of our technology or what's happening on this earth. We are still freaking killing each other, and like the bullshit that's what goes on. But at the same time, I think we shouldn't be under the pressure. No, before I say that we shouldn't be under the pressure of any intragalactical civilization, I think we should say, I'm going to say that, listen, we don't have the means. We don't have the means to show to the intergalactical community if there are any goddamn aliens. Listen, okay, so you're not contacting us because you think we are like fucking beasts, and you are like some advanced civilization and who have discovered some means to travel through other dimension to come here and just keep watching us as we are like fucking some ants. I don't know. I mean, that's my question. But at the same time, I don't want to sound like an angry white reductionist, guy who's going to ask these questions. No, I understand that they don't want to land a ship on the lawn of the White House, and that may be that's a false perception of alien landing. I understand that aliens probably are helping us through many means. And I think aliens have discovered something. I have a feeling, and I think this is true. But then the question is, that maybe not helping us. I think the aliens are saying that there's got to be a bottom-up approach. I think aliens on many levels, including the trees. I think trees are aliens, man. You know why I said trees are aliens? They never fucking kill you. The trees, they never bother anyone, except for the parasitical. Am I saying that fucking right? Now you're gonna fucking give me a fucking blame on English. Well, English is not my fucking first language. Except for the parasitical. Parasitical plants. They actually suck the whatever the fuck it is. Not the blood, because plants don't have blood. They have the whatever nutrients, hemoglobin, whatever the fuck it is. Suck out of the plant that they are actually, the tree they are actually relying on. I don't remember any of that fucking bullshit from biology, man. I'm glad I didn't do that part because I'm not good at it. Because if I were to take like fucking biology as a major in my high school, I would have been fucking dead by now. You know why? Because I'm not good at dealing with people. Forget dealing with people who are almost dying. Forget it. I can't deal with it. I can't fucking deal with it. I'm good at dealing with machines. I think that's what it is. So that's why I became a fucking engineer. That's what it is. Speaking of which, the point I wanted to make was that there are two things that I wanted to discuss. One was why we are not being contacted by the aliens or any other species of this universe that might have the same exact goddamn situation that we had. I mean, how life started on this planet was very harsh. It was a very harsh situation. But I think the point I'm trying to make is that there was a moment in time, not only before but now. Okay, we have animals. These what do they call the elephants of the water? Tardigrades, man, look it up. Tardigrades, fucking, they can live under the harshest conditions ever. So I have a feeling, you know what it is? I have a feeling that when Mars got destroyed by sun because it couldn't sustain itself anymore, because Mars is a it's a dead planet, you know that. Solar flares fucking kill it, because Mars could not have any more. It could not have any more fucking electromagnetic. Because that's what I'm saying. It did not have enough molten iron at the base of its center towards wherever to keep the electromagnetic force. So that the electromagnetic forces, they actually resist, and they what they do is that they actually reflect the solar flare, because this is okay. You have to understand this shit. But I know the basics. I don't know the fucking details. Again, I'm not an astrophysicist. But you have to understand that Earth is protected and Mars is not. You know why? Earth has a molten iron ore at its center, and then layers of solid iron and whatever the fuck it is, right? So what that does is that it actually creates an electromagnetic field around it, and that electromagnetic field actually protects the planet from Earth, not fucking sun's solar flares, because sun is like a fucking lava, fucking lava at the 50,000 degrees on the surface, whatever the fuck it is. Don't quote me on these fucking numbers. But what I'm trying to say is that Earth has this electromagnetic field around it, and that actually protects it from sun killing the fucking Earth. Can you fucking believe that? That's the truth. That's the truth. So these are many truths that the human civilization, our human beings actually, many of you are fucking intelligent, you already know this, so I don't know why I'm repeating myself. I feel like a fucking professor, talking about fucking fuckers. Well, okay, well anyways, moving on, right, moving fucking on. What else going on, yeah? What else going on, guys? Yeah, solar eclipse was fucking amazing, man. I saw that when I saw the fucking the International Space Station. I could see it. It was moving so fast. You know why it was moving so fast? Because it was against the moon. So the moon's diameter and circumference is pretty small compared to Earth. So you can see it's moving too fast. In the background of the the solar eclipse. That was fucking amazing, man. That was fucking amazing. You know? How science can actually fucking give you what do you call miracles. I mean, it's like a fucking miracle, dude. Science is like a fucking miracle. Except I have a couple of issues with science. I think they have. I think science has distanced itself from new age technologies, including a lot of what happened in the 60s and 70s, and that may be that may be the new future. That may be the fucking new future, you know. In medicine, in helping people with, what the fuck is depression? What the fuck you call it, man? And when I look at America, I think 90% of America is depressed. I think it is. 10% is not depressed because they're happy. Not because they're happy, but because they are happy because of something else. You understand that? Yeah, exactly. And I don't want to discuss on the policy of the drugs that this country has, and that's so fucked up. The drug policy in this country is so fucked up. But again, you know, that doesn't fucking affect me, so I don't give a shit. I don't fucking give a shit about that. It doesn't affect me at this point in time. Maybe when I'm pretty old and I need to smoke a joint to go, get over the fucking pain. Maybe then I would say, oh shit. I mean, I shouldn't be stereotypical, because there may be people who are actually in that pain that they are they are in need of that, and I don't know. Okay. I mean, the problem is with Western white reductionist mind is sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work. Especially if you are bent to one notion that, oh yeah, we are, and there's also a lot of bullshit on the pharmaceutical side. This is exactly why we have the problem with prescription drugs in America, and I think Obama said, for the first time, this has become a white drug problem, as opposed to traditionally this being a fucking like blacks and Latinos and all that. So yeah, I mean, people are depressed. Many people are depressed. Why? A lot of fucking issues. Who fucking knows, man? Who fucking knows? But I think my point that I want to make is that you have to, like, if you have tripped on your feet and you have fallen around in your life, you have to get yourself up and then shut off the fucking, what the fuck it is, the fucking dust, and you gotta move on. You gotta fucking move on, man. That's what it is. Don't be in a fucking what the fuck is it? Oh, don't be in an abyss. Never be in an abyss. Never be in an abyss, man. Come on. I mean, you're a fucking man. You can fucking do this. Or a woman, for that matter. Although there's different chemistry between women and men, and I think if you are having problems with the relationship in your life, I think you should read David Deira's book. David Deira's book, The Way of the Superior Man. And he also has some books which were written for excuse me, for women, just to know what the alpha male thinks of about woman and all that, that basic shit, And when I talk about basic shit, we are still basic, to be honest with you. We are we think we have actually evolved. Yeah, we have evolved in terms of technology and all that, but our biology is still the same. It will take us back to even where the fuck it is, because I think what it is that human evolution has occurred in a very fast-paced way. Yes, it has occurred to a point of survival, but I think also it has hastened. You understand the term hastened? Somehow it was hastened for some, I don't know why it was hastened, to be honest with you. And the hastened part that I'm trying to make a point about is that the hastened point, okay, I get it, okay. The hastened point was for a man to actually, earn the fucking living, the fuck it is, rear the child, rear the children, have a wife and all that, the monotheistic religion's model of this world. But that's gonna fall apart. That's already falling apart because the structure that was put together 10,000 years ago is not something that 21st century human beings are going to comply with, because that doesn't make any fucking sense on many levels. But at the same time, what do we want? What do we as conscious human beings want at this point in time? Technology has catapulted us into the future. It's going to catapult us into more of a futuristic society. But what do we want in our individual lives? Do we want to have the traditional lives of, like my mother tells me that I have to have kids, and she wants to see my grandkids. I mean, she wants to see her grandkids. I'm sorry, did I say my grandkids? Dude, I'll be fucking dead for a long time before I see my grandkids, if I ever have my own kids. So my point is that, what the fuck, dude? So are we fucking going back to the reality of our biology, which is that, listen, but at some point in time, biology speaks to you, and it speaks to you because it says, hey, so okay, so you what's up with your DNA? And I'm trying to be logical, and I said, well, okay, so what the fuck do you mean by good? And I think biology is very powerful. Biology is a fucking powerful force on this planet, because if it weren't for biology and survival and all that, we would not have been here. We would have been dead for a long fucking time. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that we have the technology and everything else. We have every aspect of our lives, and we are living in a very comfortable living situation. But where does this notion come from that we have to have children? Why? Why do we have to have children? I mean, if you ask somebody like Bill Maher, he's an atheist, he's a fucking atheist, man. Although I would say that the atheism has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. And it has nothing to do with religion either. So fuck the both. I'm just asking the question: why do we have to have children? Why? That's a good question. That's a very fucking good question. I have asked these astrophysicists because many of them are very traditional. There are many of them are very fucking traditional, and they have wives and they have kids and all that. And they are very successful. I'm not saying that people who have kids and who have wives are successful as opposed to people who don't have any of that. Because this is where the logic acts. This is where the logical explanation has to be explored. Why do we have to have kids? Why do we have to have a wife? Well, okay. Wife, I can understand for tax purposes. You know why? Because if you don't marry, and if you're single, they're gonna take a lot of money from you as a single person. That's the fucking truth. And if you're married, you get a good tax break. And that's actually, you know what? That's actually against the fucking. That's actually like a discrimination against the single people. Listen, I don't want to marry. Maybe I want to have a girlfriend. And why do I have to fucking pay more money than somebody who's married? Right? Does that make any fucking sense? I think it does. Complete. So that's my point. And I may or I may not marry someone. So why the fuck do I have to pay more taxes than somebody who's married? Dude, fuck that shit, dude. Yeah. So I think I'm at the forefront of the personal freedom. Personal freedom. Maybe that's the truth. Okay, so what else? Well, that's my point. And then the other point I wanted to make was okay, so let me get back to my point of DNA. So why do we have to make children? Why do we have to produce children in order for us to survive? Is the biology so powerful? I think it is. I think it is. You know why? Because if you ask somebody like Elon Musk, are you afraid of death? You know what he said? He said, not after you have a kid. And that's what the biology is. That's what the DNA is. That's what the Genesis is. Genesis was, okay, that's what I would say. Genesis in these books like Bible and Quran, Genesis, that was supposed to be about the gene, not about some goddamn concept that did not actually jive with logic. That's what it's supposed to be. That's it. I said it. I fucking said it. Yeah. Genesis was supposed to be about gene. And there's a pure gene without any diseases. And that gene is what you want to be. And biology is very powerful. It is extremely powerful. Because it speaks for itself, not only for itself, but it speaks for you. You think that you are some human being who has come out of the fucking monkey mind and who doesn't want to deal with like where the fuck it is, having sex and then impregnating your woman and all that. You think that way, but it's not like that way. Sir or man, it's not like that. Think about this way. If I were a space traveler, right? If I were a space traveler, uh, and if I had the Millennium Falcon, where the fuck it is, right? Not like a scoundrel like fucking Han Solo, but if I were to be some sort of an alien passing through this planet, but I would tell this alien, I mean the human beings on this planet, hey, listen, don't lose your cool. No. Don't lose your shit because there is something in your basics, which is in your DNA, and you have to reproduce. No, I don't want to sound like a fucking motherfucker. No, the point I'm trying to make is that biology gets you. Biology gets you not out of your necessity to be with someone and wanting to have a kid with, with the girl that you liked or the guy that you met in this goddamn bar in fucking where the fuck it is, Brooklyn, where the fuck it is. Not, that's not my point. My point is that biology is even powerful than that. Biology is looking for a perfect match. It's a fucking perfect match. Can you believe that? Can you fucking believe that? I don't want to sound like a biologist because what I said is it's true. It's fucking true because just imagine you want to have a baby, a man or a woman. Who would you want to have a baby with? Are you going to ask the sperm in your fucking what the fuck it is? Hey, so is she okay? Or is he alright? No. You're gonna ask yourself, you're gonna ask your fucking mind and ask who do you think that you deserve to have a kid with, or she deserves to have a kid. So yeah, I don't want to sound like a fucking guy who's giving a fucking lecture to the people who are in relationships and they are kind of not understanding if they want to have a kid. But I do sound like that. So, but I want to, I wanted to say that because I'm myself in that situation where I'm at a point where I want to have a kid down the road when I'm ready, and but who should I have a kid with? That's my question. The girl that I met, wherever, whatever, or the girl that I don't know. I get this. I think this is a self-explanatory question. The girl that I actually want to be with. I don't want to sound like to say that. I don't want to sound like George Clooney, who actually is having fucking. Did he have fucking like a fucking? What the fuck it was? Twins with this lady from where the fuck is it? I think I want to sound like even beyond that, and I think I want to. I think okay, this is what it is with me. Okay, I might be egotist. I might have a big ego. Maybe I do. I do have a fucking big ego. I have a big head, you know. Besides the small head, there's a fucking big ego. So maybe I'm opting for someone that is up to par. Not par. That's not the bar I wanted to use. Someone that I wanted to fucking be with. That's it. Not a friend. More than that. More than fucking that, dude. You have to understand. Okay. This is what you have to understand. If you're a guy don't make women just your friends, because it's not gonna work out. You know that? You know that you're interested in her more than just being a fucking friend. You know? Yeah, so, I mean, if you're a young person, yeah, that's what happens to you. You feel like you're gonna want to have a friendship and all that, and then you're gonna fucking bang her. Uh, well, I mean, maybe you're not. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't have the opportunity to bang her because now it's fucking too late. Because she thinks you are a fucking just a friend. You know? But I guess my point is that I'm at a point where I want to be with someone, but I'm not sure if I want to have kids at this point in my life. Maybe a couple of years down the road, couple of years down the road. And that's all I wanted to say. What else? What else? Oh shit! I got only like 9 minutes left, so I wanted to make the most of it, you know. So what else is going on, you fucking assholes? And I think a lot of shit going on around the world, man. Oh, Trump was supposed to make a fucking speech tonight, right? What the fuck did he say about Taliban? Fucking Afghanistan. Fucking that dude. Dude, you know what? That fucking... I should have said that fucking, but I think starting from fucking Bush, that whole fucking area has been fucked up. Imagine how much money has been fucking wasted. Fucking wasted. Fucking wasted. That's all I can fucking say. That's all I can fucking say to everyone and anyone out there who's listening to me. I don't know what the fuck Trump has said. I don't fucking care. Because I'm an alien. I don't give a shit. And all I care about is that no nukes go on this planet. And that's it. That's all I wanted to say. What else is going on? What else is going on? Yeah, you fucking, yeah, fucking asshole. Oh, one thing though, I wanted to say that, Lee Burridge is playing at the fucking, Brooklyn Mirage. Man, yes, that venue is fucking dope, dude. That venue is fucking dope. And I think I'm gonna buy the tickets. But, I'm going to Colorado first, and I'm just gonna take it fucking easy, dude. I'm gonna fucking take it easy, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna take it easy in Boulder, and then, yeah, then I'm gonna come back, and I think I'm gonna buy tickets for Lee Burridge. Lee Burridge is a fucking great DJ. It's a fucking dude. His music, if you listen to his music while you're high on something, I want to suggest to you what you should be high on. What the fuck floats your fucking boat, dude? And it's outdoors. It's fucking outdoors, and it's on a Sunday between 2 and fucking 10 o'clock. So it's not like fucking you're at 4 o'clock in the morning and you're fucking out of your fucking mind. It's not like that, dude. I recommend anybody and everybody to like fucking go there, dude. It's fucking amazing, dude. The music is fucking amazing, and they'll build this place in Bushwick. It's called the Mirage. Man, it's fucking amazing, dude. I'm gonna buy the tickets, and this place is fucking amazing. So yeah, that probably is the only place I want to go out if I want to go out to. Whether or with or without my girlfriend. And you guys should check it out too. But in any case, listen, so what the fuck, dude? The most amazing thing, I think I have to say that I saw today was the International Space Station flying. You know, I saw that, dude. That's fucking amazing, dude. That's fuck. I mean, people who are people who are on this planet and they think about a lot of things. We are making progress. We are fucking making progress, and I see that we have actually an international space station above, hovering above us. Not, although I would say that as an alien being, that international space station is not like fucking Enterprise, USS Enterprise, where the fuck it was. It's not like that. If you are in there, I'm like, dude, what the fuck, dude? Why are these wires are hanging? What the fuck, dude? You couldn't come to the fucking technology to like, you know what it is? Because that's NASA. NASA is so fucking old school. Every fucking government project is so fucking old school. They would not want to have any renovation, and all that. And I think I kind of agree with Trump when he sees the fucking White House. It's a fucking renovation, man. I don't agree with Trump on many levels, but I'm just saying that any fucking government work is bullshit. And that's where it is. Like, if this shit was happening a long time ago, like, International Space Station wouldn't look like fucking shit. Like, wires and fucking what the fuck it is. And if you ask them, they'll be like, oh, you know what? We don't have the money to do that and do that. Really? Really? What the fuck? And yeah, don't be fucking dependent on the fucking government when it comes to fucking space travel, man. I think International Space Station should be privatized. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it should be. It would be much better because there are people who can actually spend money instead of fucking fucking Russia chiming in like a fucking dime. And then the United States like, oh yeah, we are giving them a fucking $1. Why are you chiming in a fucking dime? And Germany is like, yeah, give them. Fuck that, dude. Oh, by the way, did you guys know actually? Okay. If you go to Quora.com, Quora, do you guys know that? And like, I learned something about these European countries. Why they are so fucked up. You know why they're fucked up? Including Spain and fucking Greece. They are so fucked up in their economy because of their bureaucracy. They have such fucking bureaucracy, dude. You go to Quora, Quora.com, and you'll know why they are so fucked up. Because they are so fucking bureaucracy. Am I fucking saying that right? Yeah, that's true. That's fucking true, dude. These countries are so fucking poor. I would not want to have any business there. Because you know what? They are anti-business. They are anti-somewhere the fuck it is, dude. And because they are happy, the government pays them the pension, they don't have to work. You know, and they get there for fuck it is. The most fucking bureaucratic country in the whole fucking world, dude. It's the same with fucking Portugal. Same with fucking Greece. Dude, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? In any case, I don't give a shit. I'm almost out of time. I hope you guys enjoyed what I talked about. Oh, by the way, what I wanted to talk about was, oh yeah, my mom is at my sister's place, right? I was supposed to be there tonight. So they cooked this cocktail, what the fuck am I saying? Oxtail, yeah. I was supposed to be there. but I couldn't be there. And you know, my sister, she's recovering, man. She's recovering fast, thanks to every one of you who had a lot of good thoughts. You know, it takes a lot of prayers, as much as technology. You know. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say, and that's all I wanted to convey to people who relate to what I'm trying to say. Oh, by the way, I wanted to touch a little bit on the movies, but I don't have the fucking time. So listen. So give me a fucking link on the fucking movies. I didn't watch any of the movies. The Dark Tower, the Spider-Man, and all that fucking bullshit. Trying to, I think I'm more of a fucking anti-hero. You know why? Because the hero has really never achieved anything. Look at what's happening in America. The hero has never fucking achieved anything. I might be the anti-hero, but I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck, dude. No, but I think I'm more of a realist. You know what a realist is? He looks at both sides and then he makes a decision. He makes a decision out of conscience, and the conscience becomes truth. And that's all I wanted to say. All right, I'll see you guys next fucking Sunday. Well, actually, I'm in Colorado next Sunday, so I'll probably see you guys. Maybe I do a video in Colorado, but I don't know. Whatever. I'll see you guys. All right.